Good afternoon, everybody. It is Doug Lane. I think we're gonna call this channel Life in the Fast Lane, because why not? So, Christmas has passed. It is the 26th. I had a little bit of Christmas money, and you know, what better thing to spend it on than tools? So, this is what we got. We got three things here. We broke, I guess it wasn't like a budget or anything, but we spent $119.88. So, let's talk about it. Alright, so let's start with the most boring item first. And it is just heat shrink tubing. Didn't really need it yet, but we got a potential project coming up that we may need it on. I don't want to say too much, because generally whenever I talk about something, it doesn't end up working out. But how can you go wrong with all the different sizes heat shrink? You know, it's nice to have when you need it, instead of buying the individual tubes from Napa. If I did a whole lot of wiring and stuff like that, I would probably just go ahead and buy it by the foot or whatever. But we can talk about this real quick. I grabbed this last week. I grabbed actually a couple other things, but for my keg, let's see, let's go over here. One day, so on my keg, my tent keg, for you guys that don't know, it's just a pressurized tank, soap and water for window tint. You can run other stuff through it too if you wanted, but these just pop on and off, and there's an O-ring that seals them. I had one of these just get kind of messed up to where it did not want to go, like it didn't leak, I could not get that thing back on there. And they're supposed to be like, let's see, grab one of them here. They're supposed to just come on and off like that. But this one, for whatever reason, it's way harder to use. I ended up having a kind of a messed up O-ring. So luckily I had one spare. So next time I was at the Harbor Freight, I got the refrigerated ones, or they're supposed to be, used for refrigerants. They're just better, I guess. The green ones, I don't know. Not an expert on them, but I grabbed them. So that's pretty much that for the heat shrink. Also, I wanted to grab one of these. I have a basic, just a really plain Jane battery charger. I've got a jump pack. Let's check out my original battery charger here. Don't mind this cabinet. I've got a little bit of everything in it. So anyway, it's just a regular, just old school, man. My grandpa had something very similar to this for years. It works, you know what I mean? So, 6 amp, 6 volt, 6 amp, 2 volt, or 2 amp, 12 volt, man. And obviously 12 volt, 6 amp, which is basically a slow charge and a fast charge. But you just have this gauge here, but it's weird because it has like percentage charged, but it's not always accurate, and it depends on if you're charging at 2 amps or if you're charging at 6 amps. And so it just, I don't know. I always worry about overcharging stuff with it. Toss that right there for now. So I saw this and figured it's a battery charger. It's also a maintainer, and it's supposed to automatically, let's see, we could read the instructions, but who cares. Fully automatic microprocessor control feature adjusts the amperage rate to charge and maintain batteries quickly and safely with one push of a button. High frequency charging technology is over 20% more efficient and 50% lighter. It's supposed to work for AGM, gel, deep cycle standards, blah, blah, blah. So, why do I need this? So, window tinting, once in a while you'll get either an old car or just a car with a weak battery. And what's really nice about it is you can like, I'll give you a good example. I did an 80 something Buick Park Avenue, and the battery is okay, but on those older cars, like, all the dome lights stay on. Like, whenever you open the door, like, they've got so many dome lights, and it's all incandescent bulbs, so they use quite a bit of power in comparison to today's LEDs. Most modern cars have a timeout function where you leave the door open for 15 minutes or more, or 20 minutes or whatever, it kills the lights to save your battery. Old cars don't have that. So what you need to do, sometimes it's really nice to have something like this where you can just boom, you know, plug this in real quick, hook it up, and it'll, you know, you don't have to worry about it. You can just charge, do your thing with, you know, tinting your windows or whatever, and bada bing, bada boom. Don't really know what this little function here is for, but it is, interestingly enough, fused. Let's see what it's fused at. 7.5 amps, so not very hefty. So don't know what we'll be charging with that. That's something I can read through the instructions, and some of you guys probably already know. But I plan on basically just using it for that. And we also have a Jeep. It's a winter buggy. So during the winter, we drive it a decent amount, but during the summer, it pretty much just sits. It would be nice. It needs a new battery, but it'd be nice to have a maintainer so we can leave this up under the hood, run an extension cord out, you know, underneath the garage door, hook this up, boom, boom, let it do its thing. Maybe park it a few extra feet away from the house. That way, if it all burns down, no big deal. Insurance will cover it and doesn't burn the house down. But no, so that's why I got this, guys. Throw it up. We'll just plug it in real quick. Let's see. Make sure nothing's touching it. Looks like we got a little display there that tells you what battery it is or whatever. It's obviously not hooked to anything, so you know, it's supposed to have reverse polarity protection. So if you hook it up wrong or whatever, it doesn't blow up or do anything crazy. But that's pretty much that. Do a little research. Do a little research on it, you know. Honestly, pretty much an impulse buy. Like I said, I had Christmas money, guys. I had Christmas money. So this is one that I'm somewhat excited about. I'm not a huge fan of the Harbor Freight ratchets. I got a video on my other channel about how crappy my 1/4-inch one was straight out of the gate. Right out of the box, it was messed up. I warrantied it out like a month or so later. And that one was junk too, right out of the box. So the only reason I bought this is for the comfort grip. I'm really just not a, I'm not sold on it, man. I'm not sure how I like it. So my method of thinking here is, one, I don't have a 1/2-inch ratchet up here. I've got 1/4s, I've got 3/8, I've got a 1/2-inch breaker, but I don't have a 1/2-inch ratchet. I do own 1/2-inch ratchets, don't get me wrong. I've got 1/2-inch impacts as well. And my 1/2-inch ratchet lives in this little Husky toolkit that lives underneath my box for the sole purpose. Two things. There's a 1/2-inch ratchet and there's a 3/8 that's fallen out. All these, man. What the heck happened here? This set here, my dad got me when I was like, I don't know, 15 or, no, yeah, 15 or 16 maybe. So it's quite old. So anyway, I like keeping everything in this set because if I need to go somewhere, need to do something, I have a set, pretty complete, standard metric, whatever, you know, even some wrenches and stuff. Is it the greatest set in the world? No, but it means quite a bit to me. You can see I've got some missing pieces. This is the worst part about this whole deal. They're lifetime warranty, but they don't make these tools anymore. So I warranty out my ratchet, and this is the only ratchet they had. It doesn't quite really fit. Same with the socket. Go to buy a new socket because the one is missing, and they don't, you know what I mean? It's too long. So it's just kind of frustrating. I like the black oxide or whatever coating or whatever it is you want to call it. Really enjoy it. I use this kit for quite a while, exclusively. So that is why I just decided if I was going to buy a ratchet and a comfort grip, just grab a 1/2 inch, because like I said, I don't really use them a whole lot. 1/2 inch, and I don't have one that's just loosely hanging out in my box. It's a flex head. Really kind of wish it was locking flex, but I mean, I don't know. The teeth ratchet, that's promising. Might be a little bit better than the one I had. It's just, where's me a 21 or 19, I mean. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, yeah. It ratchets. It didn't break. May see if I can. I'm gonna tighten up this head. I don't want to, like, it's pretty floppy. Quite floppy. So, I know for somebody that doesn't really like Harbor Freight or their tools, I have a few. What do you think, 30? Nah, it's probably 25. 25, spot on. Oh, we'll just use our other Icon ratchet. See if this tightens up. If she's going to tighten it, it's probably not going to be with this 1/4 inch. I don't know if that made any difference. Yeah, not really. So that kind of sucks. Yeah, but like I said, I figure if I don't really like this ratchet, it's not super expensive, and especially in comparison, geez, to like a Mac, Snap-on, Cornwell, you know, all that good stuff. Pretty cost effective. I mean, honestly, it's just kind of one of those things. It's personal preference, because, you know, it's gonna like, it's gonna work. You know what I mean? Of course, it's gonna tighten the fastener and loosen the fastener. That's no big deal. It's kind of to be expected. But, you know, for how long? How comfortable is it? Blah blah blah. So that's what we got. I think it's hilarious that they try so hard to knock off Snap-on. Like, they even have the model number exactly where Snap-on puts theirs. I mean, you look at their pliers, you look at a lot of their other tools, they're just trying really hard to be Snap-on. And I've said it before, and I'll say it again, especially on my other channel. Are the Icon tools good? Yeah, they're probably good. Are they tool truck quality? No, they're not. The only benefit I see to buying like Icon and stuff like that is, for me, that I'm just one guy here at my, you know, in my business. My Cornwell guy's not just gonna stop. Like, I've got to chase him down, meet up with him, or, you know, go to his house. And, you know, it's a truck, so it's not like going through an entire store where you can get all kinds of different stuff, or, you know, 37 different ratchets with different lengths, different this, different that. A lot of times, if you want something very specific, you've got to order it. But you can walk into Harbor Freight and you can get the flex head, or you can get the straight, or you can get the flex head non-comfort grip, or, you know, obviously the comfort grip, or the 3/8 stubby, or, you know, whatever, just right there. Even after Christmas, the day after Christmas, I figured, you know, they're probably not going to have a whole lot. And really, they had pretty much everything in stock except for some of the 1/2-inch socket sets. Go figure, because I wanted to get some 1/2-inch. I was looking for, I could have got the short chromes, but I wanted the deep impacts was really what I wanted, but they did not have them. And then I don't think they had the short chromes in metric. I think they only had the SAE. But yeah, that's a whole different thing. I do have more sets of tools that I'm thinking about putting up here just because it looks so blank and bare. Like I said, I do have more sets that live in cases, aside from just that one black case that I showed you. I've also got some more tools in my other box. But anyway, so we'll just kind of turn this into something that it's not really supposed to be. This is 3/8 Craftsman. I just wanted to test this out because, Craftsman's brought the line back. You can go to Lowe's and get you some Craftsman tools for a while. At least in my area, it was, pretty much strictly Cobalt. And I'm going to tell you guys something. You can choose to believe me or agree with me or disagree or whatever. I don't care. This is a 90-tooth ratchet. That's a 90-tooth ratchet. And this Cornwell, I believe, is 72 72. And it doesn't matter what the tooth count is. You can tell this ratchet is just much more precise and smoother than even a 90 tooth. Like, there's just something about it, man. When you use them all the time, or if you use them quite a bit, you can tell a big difference in the build quality between, like a Cobalt, Craftsman, whatever. Here's a Husky 3/8. Actually, this might be the one that I warrantied out that goes to the kit, and I just shoved the other one in there. I don't know. But the finish is actually really crappy in comparison to the older one. Yeah, so we got another straight up 90 tooth Icon 3/8. Again, copying the snap-on placement of the model number. I think I don't think I would knock on Harbor Freight as much as I do if it weren't for their marketing, because it's kind of irritating that they're trying to market to the average person and say that they're tool truck quality, and like I said, they're not. Are they good tools? Yeah, they'll work especially for a DIY kind of person that's not turning wrenches professionally every day, all day, for 20, 30 years. But that's not the route that they're trying to go, man. They're trying to compare everything to Snap-on, and it's just not. It's not the move, man. I just don't agree. I think if they were, I don't want to say more honest, but less aggressive in their comparisons and basically direct copies of Snap-on tools, I think I would be like, hey, whatever. Now, I do hate that they're made out of overseas, but that's really kind of the way it's going, and it really sucks. It's like, I had a customer here. We were talking about and stuff. So these are, this is the Cornwell set. I paid like $2 something for the shallows, and I always buy the Ohio made stuff on BOGO deals, and I got the deeps for free or vice versa. And then, but the 1/4 inch socket set, man, it's like, I don't even know what it was, but this right here, this one tray is about $400 worth of tools right here. You could buy half a Harbor Freight with $400. Like, I get it, but at the same time, if you want Ohio, not necessarily Ohio, but if you want American jobs, you got to buy stuff that Americans make. Otherwise, everybody's just going to send their stuff overseas, and there's going to be less factory jobs and all that. Here's a DeWalt that I got from the old Rural King. But I got the Snap-on 1/4 inch deeps. Don't really use them a whole lot. These right here, Craftsman Evolve. Some of you guys probably are too young to even know what the Evolve line was. This was Craftsman's, I do believe they were manufactured overseas. But this was back in like 2005 or 6. These were their like not knockoff. They were their budget friendly DIYs. I got this 1/4-inch set. Came with this sick 1/4-inch ratchet, and I mean, it's okay. You know, it works. I've really honestly never, like, hardly ever used these, but this is another little socket set that I got when I was a kid, and I used to like never be a 1/4-inch guy. I used to always be like, give me the 3/8, give me the half, you know, not realizing that, you know, breaking fasteners is a thing, probably because I was young and not really super strong, so I wasn't breaking fasteners. I needed all the leverage I could, but yeah, look at this. This is just a dang near copy of a Snap-on, but it's in the details, man. You can look at the finish, look at this finish when it's all shined up, new in the package, and look at a Snap-on, and it's night and day. But yeah, so I don't know. I think if I use these all the time, they get pretty beat up pretty quick, but yeah, I don't know. It is convenient. Like I said, it is convenient just to walk into Harbor Freight and most of the time be able to get whatever you need and be done. You don't have to chase down a tool truck. You don't have to wait on your tool guy to order it next week. You know, oh, it'll be here next week. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. All that good stuff. While we're messing around, we'll clean that up. But anyway, guys, that's my tool haul for this month, even though we already did one, but we're going to do another one. So yeah, hope you guys are enjoying the new channel. It's definitely going to be more stuff like this. It's that, man, I don't know. I'd like to say it's that time of the year where my business slows down so that I can take more time to do this type of stuff. However, business didn't really slow down. So this is the 26th, usually January 2nd, it starts to pick up because the holidays are out of the way and people are back to, you know, and getting new cars for year-end events and all that stuff. So they need their new cars tinted and all that, which is a good thing for me. But however, it does limit me in my time to do other stuff. But this car here needs to get rear differential fluid changed, apparently. Apparently that's like every 15,000 mile thing according to the dealership, which I think is a bit outrageous, but we'll do some investigating. The old 4Runner, some of you guys that are coming from my other channel, you'll know my 18 4Runner. It is going to need brakes, so we'll have a video on brakes. It is also going to need an oil change soonish. It's about to hit 100,000, so we're going to put some spark plugs in her. A new air filter because we're feeling generous, and then also I'm gonna have the transmission serviced, but with those I do believe, I haven't even looked into it really a whole lot, you need some special fancy tools, and honestly I'm gonna take it to a buddy of mine that owns his own shop, and I'll have him do it, just so I know it's done right. He was a Toyota mechanic for several years, also Nissan Master Tech. So really smart dude, really knows what he's doing, and he's, you know, just recently branched out on his own, and, you know, I'm going to support him. So he'll take care of the transmission service. We should probably go ahead and do all the differential fluid in it as well, rear transfer case and front diff. So we'll do a video on that. So we'll have some more wrenching videos coming up. We got this, got some gift exchange gifts, but then the party that, Christmas party that we were going to have got canceled due to bad weather. So now we just have some extra gifts. But anyway, automotive stud scrubber. This thing's pretty sweet. Show you guys how to use it as well. But some of you guys are like, what? Yeah, here at Ohio, like that, it's got like 20,000 miles on it. I bet you it's already starting to get some rust in there. The 4Runner does not, because I clean it every time. Every time I rotate the tires, I put fluid film or spray grease or something like that on there so that it will not rust. So, like I said, stay tuned. We are going to do some probably not really super entertaining videos, but man, I'm just a like a no nonsense kind of guy. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and spend all this time editing, like making it oh so nice, put the perfect music on there. Let somebody else do that. I'm just gonna record it, tell you what I think about whatever it is, you know, tools or process or whatever, show you how to do it, tell you what tools you're gonna need, all that kind of stuff, and you know, just smash it all together and get it out to you guys. I just man, you know, nothing fancy. But with that said, guys, see you later.